Yo, 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 what is going on? What is going on? It's your boy, Professor Anime. I don't know why I did that. That was really cringe. Put that in the cringe box, folks. Anyway, what's going on, guys? It's Professor Anime. Come back at you with, yet again, another video. And this is going to probably be my last video for today, to be honest with you, because I don't think I'll be able to get to anything else for today. I don't think anything else I really need to get up, to be honest with you. But anyway, yeah, so today's video is Kingdom, chapter 541. So I'm going to be doing a live reaction to today's chapter. The chapter just came out. I think the Raws came out yesterday or something like that. But here we go. We finally have the translated chapters. So I am ready to go and get this started because actually I'm not going to, sit here and talk too much. I'm just going to get the chapter done, discuss it for a little bit, and then get up on here because I got to get ready for work and make some food and stuff like that. So, yeah. Who we have in here today? We have the Share, the Dank. Some of that Kingdom greatness. Yes, Kingdom is greatness. The King of Elves is back. And Mikami. Yo, what is going on? All right. So, yeah. Yes, I've changed my profile picture. Yes, I can see that. I can see that, actually. I can see that. Because I remember you had the girl with the black hair in your profile picture, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start up this chapter of Kingdom right now. So if you guys want to read along with me, just open it up in another tab and we'll go ahead and get this started. All right. So here we go. So last chapter, we had Gyo-un arriving at the scene. Yo, good. He's right there, my boy. Gyo-un. So this is probably going to be a Zhao-focused chapter, I'm assuming, because it's going to get us introduced to Gyo-un, what he's capable of, and the sorts, So here stands the man that once wore the mantle that symbolized Zhao's martial might. Yo, he looks, look at that glaive. Prophesized grounds. Yo. Oh, man, look at these. Look at these armies, man. Looks legit, dude, yo. It's reinforcements from the center. There's 10,000 of them. Hoorah, hell yeah. We're going to crush the Qin's right wing today. And oh no, is that it? Aye, it is only the third day. And yet, Riboku-sama has chosen to send out Gyo-un-sama. Take a good look, you youngsters. Pay special attention to those horsemen surrounding Gyo-un-sama. They have a different air to them compared to the rest, do they not? Those men comprise the Rayun, an elite force under the direct commander of Gyo-un-sama. Nowadays, there may only number 2,000 men, but I've heard that they've managed to maintain the same level of strength through constant drills at the borders. All right, okay. You guys, it's all a little specialized force. I like that. I mean, that's to be expected, though, when you have someone who is a high-ranking officer and whatnot. They usually have their own little, sort of army, so to speak, and special forces, stuff like that. So, in other words, what you are looking at right now is 100% genuine and in the flesh. Because Rin Shoujo of the three great heavens was suddenly struck low by an illness at the peak of his prime and passed away just like that. Damn. Okay, so that's interesting. So Rin Shoujo actually passed away due to an illness that happened. And apparently at this prime. Okay, so all right, so that's interesting. So this guy actually did not die in combat. He did not get beheaded or anything, lost during the battle. If anything, he just fell ill just due to natural causes. An illness struck and bam. Huh. Also, did you see my tweet on Twitter, I mean? I believe so. I think you had a different name, Mikami. I think you had a different name, but you basically said you thought you followed me on Twitter, but it turned out that you didn't. But now you are following me, I believe. I think you have a different handle, a different username on Twitter, don't you? I think so, at least. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I read your comment. So if that's not you, though, let me know. Let me know. I don't know if I got your message or not. If that wasn't your message. But just let me know, and I'll definitely check after this stream. So let's see, where are we at now? The Qin 6 Wei's fire dragons, and Zhao's great three heavens. He was one of the heroes of a caste that shook the very heavens and earth with their accomplishments. Alas, his story was ended all too soon by that malady. Can you imagine the crushing regret, the unfulfilled potential? Ri Sojo-sama truly was a man whose existence was like a fleeting dream or fantasy. And at the same time, the one man whose sorrow drowned out all else was Gyo-un-sama. Damn. Damn. It said that his heart-wrenching cries could be heard by even the people of Kantan. Damn. That guy, because he looked up to him, man. Yo. But En-sama, I thought Rin Shoujo-sama was well known for having 10 generals. Ah, yes, the Rin family's 10 heroes, they were called. 10 heroes, okay? After the untimely passing of their master, as if wishing to follow him into the afterlife, 8 of them threw themselves into battles against impossible odds, dying on the fields of battle. Damn, look at them. They're getting stabbed through the throat, the head, with spears and stuff. Ah, yes, the Rin family's 10 heroes, they were called. After the untimely passing of their master, as if wishing to follow him into the afterlife, 8 of them threw themselves into battle against impossible odds, dying on the feet. Damn, so only 2 remained. Shit. Dang. The only ones to lay down their weapons after Rin Shoujo-sama's death and survive to this day by distancing themselves from the front lines were Gyo-un-sama and Chogaru-sama, the same 2 people who rushed home from the battlefield to hold Rin Shoujo-sama's hands as he breathed his last words. The same 2 people who rushed home from the battlefield to hold Rin Shoujo-sama's hands as he breathed his last. Ah, and one of those individuals was Gyo-un, right? Okay, yeah, makes sense. What? If they were the only 2 to distance themselves from the fighting and live until now, then does that mean Rin Shoujo-sama said something to them in his last words? That's a distinct possibility, but only those 2 men know the answer to that question. Yeah, one of them was definitely Gyo-un. At any rate, there is no regret, or excuse me, there is no greater ally we could hope to have by our sides than Gyo-un-sama and Chogaru-sama. Not only that, oh yeah, and Chogaru. So it was Gyo-un and Chogaru. Okay. Not only that, but now the 2 of them have come to fight side by side on our battlefield, just like in the old... what? Oh. Yo, is that Chogaru and... Yo, Gyo-un, they're meeting with each other. Yo. Damn, look at this artwork. I really do love their helmets. The design for their helmets and everything looks so awesome. I really like the artwork. So good. See, this is why Kingdom needs like a physical release. It needs a physical release. It sucks that it does not have a physical release yet. I mean, it does, but I'm talking about like an English print. It doesn't have, you know, an English print. It has the Japanese print, but not an English one. I would love an English translation for Kingdom. I would really, really want that. I hate the fact that I have to update the YouTube app just to watch live streams. YouTube can be stupid sometimes. I know how you feel, to be honest with you. All right, so we're on page 12 now, guys. I confess, I did not expect to be called upon this early in the fight. You're not the only one who's had a share of surprises. There's been something that caught even you off guard. Garu, a young commander by the name of Ohan. Him. Yo, I had come here expecting my only opponent to be Akko, but I was wrong. And while for the time being, Akko's capabilities may still greatly outstrip that of Ohan's, I am certain that there will come a time where Ohan will draw even and then surprise me. Or excuse me, and surprise him. That would be 3 years from now, or perhaps even today, or tomorrow. Damn, dude. Yo. I mean, yo, what Ohan did, how he backed up, you know, Akko earlier on, like, I mean, Ohan's already showing his true colors, man. He's already showing his true colors. But definitely, yes. Definitely, yes. And in 3 years' time, he could definitely surpass him. Definitely. Definitely. I would not doubt it. Just how much capability he shows. But, Chugaro even says that he could even show his, overall potential, even today or tomorrow. So it's good that they're taking a notice of Ohan. And they're now gonna realize that, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's gonna have to at some point, focus on him. Ohan is, it matters not. Worry about yourself before you worry about the enemy is what I always say. Though we may have kept up our drills, training against an unseeable enemy, it has been far too long since our last real battle. More than a dozen years since we last fought with anything resembling earnestness. So first, a light warm-up to get the blood going. Exactly so. A light warm-up. Yo, that sounds like you, all right. Understood then. Have you noticed yet, Garu, these Shukai plains that we stand on now are the very same grounds that our beloved master prophesied of in his last message? Oh, so they did talk about it. They did talk about it. I mean, we do know that the Shukai Plains, like before this war began, like the Shukai Plains was a battlefield in which basically was fought, like amongst, I think it was, I don't know if it was one battle or if it was multiple battles, but basically the Shukai Plains resemble a whole lot of bloodshed. Whether you're like it really just depends. Like wherever you are in this area, like the Shukai Plains is somewhere where there's always going to be bloodshed. So this battleground is like literally spilled with blood, So that is cool. That is cool that they actually talked about this. So that's, ooh, man. I wonder what he said, though, regarding the message that he sent. I mean, it just says that our beloved master prophesied to us in his last message. So, okay, I'm getting hype. I'm getting hype because I really want to see what these two are capable of. I mean, we've seen Shugaru, but not much of Shugaru, and Gyoun finally entering the scene. The last two remaining, I want to see this, man. I want to see these two go at it. Oh man. Oh, there's the breath. Oh damn. Yo, he's actually sweating from what the master said. And trembling. Oh. What? I see. So that is what he meant by it. Is something the matter, General? Maybe he prophesies that this will be the battleground in which you two die. I mean, you never know, but we don't know. We don't know what will happen. We don't know. I mean, this is war after all. So, I mean, it's a message. It's not a good message, or we don't know if it's a good message. We don't know if it's a bad message. So, if anything, it could be an omen. If it is in fact a bad message, he could say this will be the battleground in which you two die. We don't know though, but we'll see. They're making the charge. Yo, look at that Glade. He took it. Yo. Holy shit. Whoa. That artwork though. Dude, he just fucking... Yo, look how he ripped off the other dude's face. It's just his... Wow. Yo. Dude, this guy is Glaive, though. Yo. Jeez. What the hell? What's going on with those attackers? Those newcomers from the center. Impossible. The front line is crumbling so easily. Yo, you better get ready, Jin. Incredible. You call that a warm-up? The Ryun, they're just as strong as ever. I had thought those to be the meaningless words uttered on the brink of death, solely to prevent us from seeking out our own paths. What did he say? You two, you must not chase after me. My lord, he's awake, my lord. I had a dream. I saw the two of you cutting heroic figures on scarlet red fields. Yo, slaughtering your enemies, drove after drove. The two of you still have a role to play. That is why Now they're squeezing the hands. You must not follow me into death. Promise. Oh, yes, my lord. Damn. That foreshadowing, though. That foreshadowing. And there's a translator, Shukai translates literally meaning to Scarlet Sea. Okay, and the Shukai plans, it's basically a bloodbath. A lot of bloodshed is there. So blood involved, red, Scarlet Sea. Makes sense. So, okay, so it technically was like a good message. Basically, he prophesied that these two are cutting down heroic figures. Heroic figures. Now, this could be foreshadowing, and this could actually happen, in which they, now the fact that they mentioned, the heroic figures, it kind of brings up the question if maybe they do in fact they do in fact kill off Akko and maybe even Ohan. But I know what you guys are thinking. Who would want Ohan to die? To be honest, what's going on, Andrew? Who would want Ohan to die? Which is true. Now Akko, I can see because we don't really see a whole lot of screen time from Akko. But regarding Ohan has a lot more screen time, obviously, and I can't really see him going down, but because of the fact they mention him, it does raise suspicions if whether, he will actually be axed, but I don't know if Hara-sensei has it in him to actually get rid of Ohan. And for all we know, it could be someone else in general that these two, actually kill off. It could be any heroic figure within this battlefield. But the two prominent figures that we know in this battle right now is Ohan and Akko. And if those two go down, that could be a devastating blow to Chin. So while this is prophesized, this doesn't mean necessarily that it's actually going to happen, because even the master says, you cannot follow me into death. I dreamed of this, but you cannot follow. I mean, it's just a dream, right? So, I mean, it does raise suspicions, but most likely these two are probably going to meet ends meet in this battle, because that's just the way on how I see things, And Chin is usually the state to come out on top in the series of Kingdom. Usually at least, they've lost days, but in terms of like a war or something like that, I don't really know. But yeah, I mean that's at least my thoughts on it. So, and then the last page right here, Gyo-un, when that hour arrives on that scarlet field, stain the grounds even darker with the blood of your enemies. Yo, dude, yo. They going at it to show the most immense power that they have, and just basically bring down Chin's morale because of how devastating this guy is. They're obviously going to try to put a stop to this guy, but they're not going to go down without a fight that easily. They are not. They are not. JCXGA. Gyo-un equals Rinko soon will be Shin's level up XP. What's up? I've been hearing about this manga for so long. Is it amazing? And why isn't it animated to an anime? It actually is animated to an anime. APO. Now, I won't say that the anime is particularly that pleasant to look at. But first, let me talk about the manga. The manga is great. The manga is definitely amazing. You should definitely read the manga if you haven't already. Regarding the anime, though, the anime is done by Studio Period. So depending on how you feel about Studio Period, I mean, you could try out the anime regarding, Kingdom's anime. But I will let you know that the first season is definitely not the best because of the fact that it's horrid to look at when it comes to the CG, because there is CGI within the first season of Kingdom, and it looks pretty bad. It looks like probably worse than the Berserk 2016-2017 CG. So take that for what you will. But season 2 of Kingdom is it's a lot better in terms of its presentation. It uses a lot more 2D art. It does use 3D art at points, but the majority of season 2 in Kingdom is done in 2D art. But regarding the story of Kingdom in general, it's definitely a good story. It's definitely a good story. So I would definitely say that the story outweighs the presentation when it comes to the anime, at least. But if anything, if you want the biggest overall experience, definitely watch, or excuse me, definitely read the manga, because the anime breaks off at a certain point, and definitely at one of the most, like, hypest points in the series, and only the manga was able to showcase that. So just letting you know. But yeah, VOA and soundtrack are top notch though. Yes, the soundtrack is pretty good as well. The Kingdom 3D is used to save money and torture viewers. War scenery equals monetary black hole, even animated. Yes, if done half-assed, like 3D for Kingdom sucks. Yes, it does suck. Mikami R. Sorry, man, but I have classes now. See you on other live streams. Waves. Woo! But if you don't mind, can you react to the anime called The Irregular at Magic High School? We'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to get to a reaction to that series, because next year I do want to change the channel up a bit. But I might open up some things over on Patreon, just to kind of see how that would lead. But even disregarding Patreon, like, just when it comes down to next year for my channel, I want to try out different things in general. So if anything, I might come out with a review for, the whole series, so just letting you know, since it's already finished series, but yeah, just be prepared for when I actually come out with that update video, which will be probably at the end of this year or something like that. CGI means very shit unless the series isn't well known while it's a manga. Inuyashiki, for example. I mean, Inuyashiki isn't shit, though. I love Inuyashiki, but it does have 3D CGI, but it's not, like, bad CGI. There are times which I cringe at, but it's definitely not the worst. It's definitely not the worst. But usually CGI is shit. So yeah, I can agree with you on that factor. All right, guys, I'm gonna head on out of here. It's already 2:20 where I'm at. I have to get ready and also make some food and stuff like that, so for my job. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it for the videos for today. I came out with Kingdom, and I also came out with Boruto. If you guys are watching Boruto, definitely check it out. It's a whole lot better than Loud Clover. I'll say that right now, especially when it came down to this episode that just came out this week. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and give your boy a check out. No, I mean that Inuyashiki has great CGI. Oh yeah. I mean, there are points, like I said, there are points in which I do cringe at when it comes to Inuyashiki's CGI, but it's only been like at 2 points in the whole entire series, and it's not really that noticeable at times. So I have noticed those 2 points, but yeah, Inuyashiki's animation is fine. But if you want a series that actually has good CGI, definitely watch Hoseki no Kuni, because that actually has the prettiest CGI that I have seen, and it's smooth. It's smooth too. I mean, well, I have seen other shows with better CGI, but in terms of like a TV animation adaptation, Hoseki no Kuni has pretty good CGI. It's smooth, so I like that. So yeah, I'm going to head on out of here, guys. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream. Let me know what you guys thought about this chapter of Kingdom in the comments down below. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. And with that said, I'll catch you all in the next one. Have an awesome day, everyone. Or night, depending on where you live. But yeah, have an awesome one. Peace out.